Welcome to the 1-year ceramic coatings 13th wash using DIY Detail Rinseless V1 and version 2. I'm going to show you both bottles. I've actually put 1/4 ounce syrup mixer. I don't know if I put them back on again after I finished the liquid in there. That wasn't the sometimes drip. I used 30 ml of V1 per 8 ounces of water, gives it good. Showing you all the items: water, sponge, and then just the last picture of the DIY Detail products. I'm going to tell you what's on which door, just in case. As you can see, it sprays on now. This is the second time of doing this because the first time the camera went off. So I actually have to put more in and I don't follow my ratio on the other side, which leaves me a little upset. But you can see it's fairly good hang on there. Then I'm just going to spray it off with, of course, DIY version 2, 45 milliliters into 12 liters of water. Spraying down the Rhino side, and then once the Rhino side has sprayed down, I'm then going to move over to the DIY Detail side. Everything sprays off very nicely, even though it was a much higher dilution. When you spray it off with 256:1, I've never had an issue doing that. So then I'm going to move along and get out the DIY Detail sponge. It's not exceptionally dirty. Car's probably traveled about 400 miles, 450 miles. This is just for camp, of course, for the child. Turn over for the bottom, then wring out. Then I'm done with the sponge. And of course, once I'm done with the sponge, I'm then going to come out with a pre-dried microfiber just to knock off most of the water quickly. And then use my DIY Detail towel, which is an old one now, just to dry up everything so it looks good. Once dried, I'm then moving on to the water test. So DIY Detail side first. I'm going to go down at 3/4 speed. And if you see the water on the panel is not coming off as fast, this is going to lead me to try at least. I actually think where it's got a double helping on, it does move off faster, but it certainly looks slower than it did coming off. Before it was instant, now there's a little leave behind. And then going on to the Rhino side looks a lot worse. DIY Detail's looking like Rhino was, and Rhino's looking bad now by comparison. Is it bad? I don't think it's bad. It's more of a sheeting product now. Just going to go across the bottom just to see how they go. This is at normal speed. Once that's complete, I'm then going to dry up and move on to the other side. Once I settle the camera down to the other side, I'm then moving on to Superior products and clean by pan. So this is a little more liquidy because when I put some more water in, I didn't measure out the water versus the chemical in. So it is more liquidy, agreed. That's my fault. I dislike redoing these videos sometimes, but I guess it is what it is, right? Okay, once that's had a few minutes, because I'm doing something, I'm then just going to wash it down with, once again, the DIY Detail Rinseless V2. The V1 was on the initial foaming, the V2 is on the wash down. Of course, I never have an issue doing this myself. Can't recommend it to anyone else. Could blast it as a shameless waste product, but that's kind of what I bought it for, was to be able to do this and actually complement using V1 and V2. Once it's all sprayed off and it's spraying off pretty well, just going to do some of the other bits of the car and then move on to the next favourite part. Which is getting the sponge out and sponging it down just to clean it off. So I'm going to do about the first half to 2/3 and then turn over the sponge to the red side and do the bottom of the car. In general, it's generally pretty clean, and then I'm just going to clean some of the rest of the car off while I'm here, because I'm here already, and clean off the front, etc. using the WMD towel. It's going to dry up so I can be ready for the next stage, which happens to be moving on to the water test. I'm getting into the clean by pan side at 3/4 speed again. Come in, and as you can see, the clean by pan side is not as good as it was, and the Superior product side is worse. Back over the clean by pan side, and it has been affected for definite. I think where it's had 2 coats, it's better than where it hasn't. And you can see it leaves a longer line and significantly longer on the Superior products to me at the moment. And it comes to being more of a sheeting product once again. Superior products is at the bottom of the pack, followed by Rhino, then Pan is in second place. And the DIY Detail 1E ceramic is still proving to be the best product currently so far. Come back on here and dry off just to make sure I'm ready. Next week I'm going to do a decontamination. I don't know if it will make a difference or not. I do think that it's had an issue with the sun, and as it's an outdoor car, that's kind of the thing that happens. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.